Germany, land of precision engineering, world-class beer, and rich history. But what if I told you that behind all the stereotypes, there are some mind-blowing facts about Germany you've probably never heard of? Today, we're uncovering 15 shocking facts about this fascinating country. So buckle up, because by the end of this video, you'll see Germany in a whole new light. Fact number 1. Germany's official name isn't Germany. Alright, let's start with something that might surprise you. The name Germany is not what Germans call their own country. The official name is actually the Federal Republic of Germany, or in German Deutschland. But why do we call it Germany? Well, the name comes from the ancient Romans, who used the term Germania to describe the tribes living in the area we now call Germany. Germany itself is the Latin version of Germania, and this name stuck in English-speaking countries. But here's the kicker: if you're ever in Germany and say Germany, you will probably get some funny looks. So next time you find yourself in Germany, go ahead and try calling it Deutschland. It will earn you some respect. Fact number 2. The Autobahn speed limits are not everywhere. Germany's world-renowned highway system, famous for being a place where drivers can go as fast as they want. But here's the twist: most people think the Autobahn has no speed limits. But guess what? That's only partially true. About 30% of the Autobahn has speed limits, especially near urban areas, construction zones, and high traffic sections. The rest, you are free to go as fast as your car can handle. Still, just because there's no speed limit doesn't mean it's a free-for-all. Germans are some of the most disciplined drivers in the world, and driving responsibly is a huge part of their culture. They have strict laws that penalize reckless driving, and drivers can face hefty fines for violations. Fact number 3. The short German workweek, efficiency over overtime. Now, let's talk about work culture. In many countries, there's a culture of working long hours, especially in the United States. But in Germany, work-life balance is more than just a concept. It's a way of life. On average, Germans work about 34 hours a week. That's fewer hours than most other developed countries. This is due to Germany's emphasis on efficiency and productivity during work hours, rather than the long hours approach that other countries take. And while this might seem like a luxury to some, it's not about being lazy. In fact, it's quite the opposite. German businesses value productivity, not just time spent at the desk. The country has some of the most efficient workplaces in the world, so while employees may work fewer hours, they get the job done efficiently and effectively. If you think about it, it's kind of the perfect balance. Work smart, not long. Fact number 4. The Berlin Wall wasn't the only wall in Germany. We all know about the Berlin Wall, the iconic division of East and West Germany during the Cold War. Did you know that the Berlin Wall wasn't the only wall that divided the country? Germany's division went beyond Berlin. The Berlin Wall may have been the most famous, but hundreds of smaller walls were built to separate East and West Germany, creating a web of barriers across the entire country. This wasn't just about Berlin, it affected families, communities, and even entire regions. One of the most powerful stories is that of families being separated by these barriers. In some places, people literally couldn't see their neighbors or relatives across the street, let alone visit each other. The Berlin Wall was a symbol of this deep divide, but it was only a part of a much larger picture. Fact number 5. Germany invented the kindergarten. When you think of a kindergarten, what comes to mind? Bright colors, little kids playing, right? Well, did you know that the very concept of kindergarten as a school for young children was invented in Germany? In the 1830s, a German educator named Friedrich Froebel invented the first kindergarten in the town of Bad Blankenburg. The word itself comes from German, meaning children's garden. His idea was simple but revolutionary. Children should learn through play and socialization, not just academics. Today, kindergarten has become an essential part of early childhood education across the world. But it all started right here in Germany. So the next time you hear a child talk about going to kindergarten, remember they're not just heading to school, they're continuing a tradition that has its roots in German educational philosophy. Fact number 6. Beer is almost a religion in Germany. Let's talk about something near and dear to the heart of every German: beer. We all know Germany is famous for its beer culture, but did you know that beer is considered almost a religion here? Germany has been brewing beer for over 1,000 years. In fact, the famous Reinheitsgebot, or beer purity law, was enacted in 1516, requiring brewers to make beer with only 4 ingredients: water, barley, hops, and yeast. This law was a reflection of the Germans' deep respect for the craft of brewing. The Reinheitsgebot is still respected today, and many German breweries still follow this law, ensuring that their beer is made using the same high-quality ingredients that have been used for centuries. And it's not just about the quality of beer, it's also about community. Beer gardens and festivals are an important social gathering place, where people come together to enjoy each other's company, celebrate, and be part of something bigger. Fact number 7. Germany has more zoos than any other country. Did you know that? Germany has more zoos than any other country in the world. That's right, over 400 zoos. In fact, there are more zoos in Germany than in the entire United States. Germany's love for zoos is not just about showcasing animals. It's about conservation, education, and creating connections between humans and animals. Some of the world's most famous zoos, like the Berlin Zoo, are located right here, and they're often at the forefront of efforts to protect endangered species. In fact, many of Germany's zoos are leading efforts in breeding programs for endangered species, making them a vital part of global wildlife conservation. It's all about ensuring that future generations can experience the magic of animals, while also respecting their habitats. Fact number 8. Germany's recycling system is the best in the world. Okay, here's a shocking fact. Germany's recycling system is considered the best in the world, and it has one of the highest recycling rates globally. In fact, Germany recycles over 56% of its waste, well above the EU average. And that doesn't even include the tons of waste that's composted or turned into energy. How do they do it? Well, it all starts with the FAN system. The FAN system is a bottle deposit return scheme that rewards consumers for returning glass and plastic bottles. You see those machines in supermarkets. They're not just for fun, they're part of a circular economy, where bottles get reused and refilled over and over again, reducing waste. But it's not just about bottles. Germans are so committed to recycling that they actually have separate bins for different types of waste: paper, plastic, glass, and even organic waste. Every household is expected to separate their waste. And it works. Germans not only embrace the system, but it's built into their culture. Recycling here isn't just a law, it's second nature. Fact number 9. Germans love order. Germans are known for being precise and efficient, but did you know their obsession with order extends even to something as mundane as dishwashing? Here is a fun fact. German kitchens are often organized with a designated place for everything. You won't find a single dishes drawer that's out of place. Everything from pots and pans to spoons and knives has its own spot, and it's a big part of the German culture of order and structure. In fact, even something as simple as dishwashing follows a precise routine. Germans often wash their dishes in a particular order: first glasses, then plates, then cutlery. It's not just about cleanliness. It's about creating a sense of order, ensuring efficiency, and making the kitchen a place that feels organized and harmonious. Fact number 10. Germany's history of witches. When you think of witch trials, you probably picture the infamous events in Salem, Massachusetts. But what if I told you that Germany was actually the epicenter of witch hunts during the Middle Ages? Between the 16th and 18th centuries, Germany was home to some of the most notorious witch trials in history. The Holy Roman Empire, which encompassed much of what is now Germany, saw an estimated 25,000 people accused of witchcraft, most of whom were women. Unlike Salem, the witch trials in Germany were much more widespread. In some regions, such as the Prince Bishops of Würzburg, the trials were so intense that entire villages were accused of practicing dark magic. Witch hunts were often supported by the local authorities and conducted with terrifying brutality. Germany has since reckoned with this dark chapter in its history, but it's a shocking part of its medieval past that still influences the way modern Germans view superstition and the supernatural. Fact number 11. Germany was the birthplace of modern cinema. Here is a fascinating fact for all the movie buffs out there. Germany is considered the birthplace of modern cinema, and not just because of the popular films coming out of the country today. Germany was at the forefront of cinema innovation, with a genre known as expressionist cinema. Films like The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari and Metropolis, both by director Fritz Lang, were pioneering in their use of set design, special effects, and dramatic storytelling. These films were more than just spooky stories. They were a reflection of the political and cultural tensions in post-World War I Germany. Metropolis, for example, remains a landmark of science fiction cinema, influencing everything from Blade Runner to Star Wars. Fact number 12. Germans have more vacation time than Americans. Let's talk about one of the best parts of life in Germany: vacation. While Americans are known for often skipping their vacation days, Germans are the complete opposite. They take vacation time seriously. On average, Germans are entitled to up to 6 weeks of vacation each year, depending on their job. That is almost double what most Americans get, and it's expected that you'll take it all. In fact, it's not uncommon for Germans to go on long vacations, often spending weeks traveling or relaxing at home. Germany has a deeply ingrained culture of work-life balance, where taking time off to recharge is seen as just as important as working hard. That's why in many offices, vacation isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. Fact number 13. Germans have an unusual love for bicycles and they use them everywhere. Now let's talk about transportation. You've probably seen Germans riding their bikes around town, but did you know they're actually obsessed with cycling? Germans are serious cyclists. In fact, Germany has one of the highest rates of bicycle ownership in Europe, around 80 million bikes for a population of about 82 million people, so almost everyone owns a bike. Whether it's commuting to work, cycling through forests on weekends, or even using cargo bikes to deliver goods, bikes are a way of life in Germany. In fact, Germany has one of the most well-developed cycling infrastructures in the world, with dedicated bike lanes and cycling-friendly cities. Fact number 14. The birthplace of the modern Christmas tree tradition. When you think of Christmas, what comes to mind? Snow, presents, and of course, the Christmas tree. But did you know that the modern Christmas tree tradition actually started in Germany? The tradition of the Christmas tree began in Germany in the 16th centuries. People started decorating evergreen trees with candles, fruits, nuts, and later, ornaments. It wasn't until the 19th century, though, that it became a global phenomenon. In fact, the first Christmas tree to appear in the United States was in the home of a German immigrant in the early 1800s. The German tradition spread worldwide, and now, putting up a Christmas tree is an essential part of the holiday season in many countries. Fact number 15. Germany is a leader in environmental sustainability. As we've already seen, Germany has an incredible commitment to recycling, but their dedication to sustainability doesn't end there. Germany is a global leader in environmental sustainability, and it's doing everything it can to protect the planet, one innovative project at a time. In fact, Germany has long been a pioneer in renewable energy. They've made a huge push for solar and wind energy in the past few decades. The German government introduced the Energiewende, a long-term policy initiative aimed at transitioning the country to clean, renewable energy sources. By 2022, 46% of Germany's electricity came from renewable sources like wind, solar, and biomass. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Also, feel free to leave a comment below with your thoughts or any questions. See you in the next one.